Have you ever wanted to go to France to see those beautiful lavender fields? Yeah, well, I'm not going to get to do that either. So the next best thing, I came to Cherry Valley, California, where they are having the Lavender Festival. Let's go check it out. The Lavender Festival is held at 123 Farms, about an hour and a half east of LA. The blacksmith shop here is actually a gift shop, and they have lavender coffee, which I'm gonna buy before I leave. They have lavender tea, lavender olive oil, in addition to what you would expect lavender to be in, like bath salts and candles and things like that. It's pretty cool. Check this out. They have a chandelier hanging from a tree. That is cool. They have lavender lemonade over here. If you want some chicken, lavender chicken sandwich here, or burgers with lavender aioli here. Sourdough pizza with lavender and fig goat cheese. Honestly, that sounds delicious. Lavender bar for some lavender mixed drinks. I am not going to eat, but I think I am going to get some of the lemonade. Here is the lavender lemonade. It is so delicious. I can't really taste lavender separate from the lemonade, but it is really, really good. Sweet and tangy, just like what you would expect from an ice cold lemonade. So let's talk a little bit about what the Lavender Festival is. First of all, you will notice that the lavender fields are not quite in bloom yet. They're going to be in full bloom between mid-June and through the end of July. This is a working lavender farm, and they have this festival every year from the beginning of May through the end of July. You can walk the fields, buy their products. This is a working farm. It is so cool, and it's in the evening, which for me, for the night owl that I am, this is perfect. It's from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and I got here about 5:20. I didn't think I'd be here for more than a couple of hours, but it is so interesting. There is so much to see here. This is also an organic farm, so they do all of the farming is organic. I mean, these fields are just amazing. They have a lavender tour over here. It takes you all around the farm, so I'm gonna get on the next one of these. I kind of regret coming early before the lavender is in bloom. These fields are going to be beautiful. Next to the lavender fields is the olive grove. They harvest the olives and press their own olive oil. On the right is a 1,000-year-old oak tree. I came back to see it later, but it was dark and lit with pink lights. Still, the grandeur of standing in the presence of a 1,000-year-old oak was not lost. You can't live in California without recognizing a vineyard. In addition to growing the lavender and the olive trees, they are now growing grapes for a winery, and they're going to start a wine tour in just a few minutes. There are actually two ways that you can grow wines. The most common way I've seen in California is the T design that was down at the first field. This is the second way, where they stick a pole in the ground and they grow the vines straight up. They will have branches that go out, and this is a more traditional way of growing wine. This is how they grow it in the south of France, in Provence, and this produces a better tasting grape. So The grapes are not going to be ready for another 3 or 4 years, but I am really excited to try what they're growing, listening to them talk about, you know, the organic growing methods and what they're doing here with these vines. This is pretty exciting. So I just finished the winery tour and I am enjoying this basket swing under a tree. There's no way I can condense for you what they're doing here with their winery, but it is extremely interesting talking about the varieties that they're growing. There are a lot of words I do not know. It's not like your typical Merlot or Pinot Noir. I think it was a Grenache, and they will be harvesting in like 3 to 4 years, not right now. They are making wine, but they're importing those wines from another winery. And the end of the wine tour was a tasting of a Moscati that they imported from Italy. It was so good. So I bought a bottle. This is the sourdough hall and the bakery. The bakery has lavender infused goods, and the sourdough hall has organically made sourdough, fresh sourdough made every day. So of course I had to buy a loaf of sourdough bread. And they also have starter if you want to make your own. I can't cook, so that would have worked for me. One of the very cool things about having the festival in the evening is that as the sun goes down, the lights come up and you get to see such cool things like this cactus and wagon over here. They have lights in all the trees. This is just really beautiful. They have lights throughout part of the olive grove. This is just so beautiful and sort of gives you a sense of how many olive trees they have here. I found another whole little section of little shops. This is the organic gallery. I definitely want to check this out. This is what I'm looking for, the coffee shop. I got the lavender latte and a lavender brownie. The brownie was so yummy. You could taste the lavender, but the chocolate taste didn't get lost. It was the perfect combination of flavors, and it was a very generous size. I really wanted to love the lavender latte, but it's okay. So it is almost 10 o'clock and it's time for me to go. This has been so cool. So if you're looking for something to do in the LA area this summer, head over to Cherry Valley to the Lavender Festival. Find your adventure. Thank you for watching.